Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Maelstrom. We have another Warhammer 40k battle report for you today. 1,000 points, Necrons versus Eldar. We are playing the Scouring, so we have 6 objectives. One here, one in the stone formation there, one in the open here, one in the center of the table, one in this formation, and the final one there. We are playing Vanguard Strike. The Eldar will be in this deployment zone closest to me, so the Necrons will be in the ruins back there. That is the table and the mission. We will be right back with armies. First up, we have the Eldar. Hutch is going to walk us down his army.
Alright, first up I have a Combined Arms Detachment. In the HQ slot I have a Bare Bones Farseer. For troops, I have 5 Rangers and a squad of 10 Dire Avengers with an Exarch. He is not armed with 2 pistols. And they are in a Wave Serpent with a Twin-Link Shuriken Cannon, the Underslung Cannon, and Hollow Fields. I also have 5 Howling Banshees with an Exarch with an Executioner. And a Wraith Lord with 2 Bright Lances and 2 Flamers. Please ignore the mismodeled weapons. I also have an Aspect Host with 3 Dark Reapers with a Bare Bones Exarch. 5 Striking Scorpions. Exarch has a Scorpion's Claw, and 5 Warp Spiders, Bare Bones.
Alright, so there you have it. That is the Eldar army. Next up we have the Necron force. We are playing a Reclamation Legion. I almost got it done. Much more assembled than the last time we played. So for the Overlord, I have a standard Necron Overlord. He has a War Scythe and a Veil of Darkness. He's going to be rolling around with 10 Immortals with Gauss Blasters. Then we have 2 squads of 18 Warriors. One of them has a Ghost Arc as a dedicated transport. And to finish it off, we have 6 Tomb Blades. They have shield vanes and nebula scopes. So you have seen the armies and you have seen the table. We will be back once action commences. Alright, setup is complete. The Eldar did win the roll to go first. They are going to be going first, barring a seize. We have the Farseer and the Reapers here, along with the Wraith Lord, who is the Warlord. We've got the Dire Avengers in their transport, and the Rangers infiltrated here. The Banshees deployed here, and the Scorpions infiltrated down here. For objective rolls, we have a 6 here, so a Grav Wave Generator, a 2 here, so nothing of note, and a 2 there. And then Necron deployment, we have a Warrior Block up front here, and Warrior Block up front here, the Immortals and the Overlord in the back, along with the Ghost Arc, and then the Tomb Blades. So that is deployment. I also did check this objective, and it came up a 1. We will roll the objectives over, check them, and then be right back with the Seize the Initiative roll. Alright, so after the flip, Eldar got a fortuitous deployment for sure, but we will attack them for it. They have a 4 here, a 3 here, and a 3 here. So they are leading to begin the game. We have a 1 here, a 2 here, and a 2 here. But as always, you are advancing on the Eldar anyways. They're not coming to you. So that is deployment. Eldar are going first, barring a Necron seize. I did roll Hyperlogical Strategist for my Warlord trait, so I seize on a 5+. And I have a 5. So Necrons will be going first. We will be back following turn 1. Alrighty, after hyperlogically strategizing, we have seized the initiative and taken the first turn. Warriors moved out here and ran for lack of a target. The Tomb Blades scooted up behind the building, fired their shots here, and killed 2 of the cloaked dudes in cover. We used the Veil of Darkness to come up here with the Lord, and the Warrior Block marched over. We fired here and killed 3 of the Scorpions. The other 2 failed their morale check despite being part of an aspect shrine. They failed twice. But the Rangers did hang out. So that is Necron turn 1, Eldar response. Coming up, Eldar turn 1 rolls to an end. Farseer casts Guide and Fortune to the Wraith Lord, who moves up here and fires and brings 1 of the bikes down. Between the Rangers and these guys, nothing else happened. They fired there to no effect. The Dark Reapers fired on the Immortals and brought 2 of them down. The Banshees made their 10-inch charge through cover here. But since they were coming through cover, the Banshee leader was slain by the War Scythe in a challenge. They did kill 1 Immortal in return. So we have a stuck-up combat there. That was it. So Necron turn 2 coming up. Necron turn 2 rolls to an end, fairly effective shooting phase. The bikes moved up here and finished off the cloaked glass that was hiding in the cover. With their nebula scopes, they just blew them to paste. Warriors moved up, fired here, did 3 wounds, killed 1 Dark Reaper, 3 or 4 wounds, killed 1 Dark Reaper. Ghost Arc moved up towards the center. This block of Warriors moved up, fired here, hoping to finish their work, did 3 wounds but killed no one. but the Lord decided to go all Darth Maul with his lightsaber and burn down all the Howling Banshees. One got impaled on a bayonet, and the Lord killed the rest. The Banshees all rolled ones for their wound dice, so no damage in return. But the Eldar are coming back, still have a good core force here, so we will be back following Eldar turn 2. Alright, the Eldar move here, away from this flank, allow the Tomb Blades up. Dark Reapers fire here, bring one Tomb Blade down. We did lose one warrior here for the sabotage result, exploded him. But this guy has been waiting with his spare parts machine shop to fix that problem. We did lose 2 more Immortals to fire from the Warp Spiders who threaded the needle and showed up close to us. They rolled horribly, but my armor saves kind of played good sportsman and let him have one. Or 2 actually, total. And then the Scorpions tried a charge. Overwatch killed 1 and did what my army can't do in its own turn, and he failed the charge. So that is the end of turn 2. Necron turn 3 coming up. Necron turn 3 rolls to an end. Fairly effective shooting. Tomb Blades fire here and pick up the Reaper, Exarch, and the Reaper. The Farseer was left standing alone at that point, and this block of warriors hosed him down and killed him off. The Spiders jumped when the tank here tried to fire at them. Should have went with my initial instinct to just charge them with the Immortals, but the Immortals fired there to no effect. The Scorpion was laid low, of course, by the 21 shots he ate from here. That did kill him off. So that is Necron turn 3. Eldar response coming up. Eldar turn 3 rolls to an end. The Warp Spiders and the Wave Serpent move out here and fire on the Lord, bring 2 more of his Immortals down, but he passed his morale check. The Wraith Lord fired here once again. I did jink in an attempt to avoid it, but he did only hit once and rolled a 3 to damage. So no damage to the Necrons other than the 2 Immortals. Necron turn 4. Necron turn 4 rolls to an end. Bikes shuffle a little bit. Warriors shuffle a little bit. They fire into the Wraith Lord. Caused 1 wound total, but he takes no damage. The Immortals stripped a whole point from the Wave Serpent. The Warriors fired at the Wave Serpent. It jinked then and took 1. They caused 2 and it saved 1 with the jink. And the Ghost Arc scooted on around to the end here. So that is the end of Necron turn 4. Eldar response coming up. Turn 4 for the Eldar rolls to an end. The Dire Avengers finally commit, shoot down 2 of the bikes in the process. Between the snap-firing jinked tank and the Wraith Lord, they were unable to bring anybody else down. Down here, the Immortals took 5 or 6 wounds and 1 rend and passed every single one of them. Didn't even need reanimation. The Spiders decided to go back here and they'll come back and try again next turn. So that is turn 4 in the books. Turn 5 for the Necrons coming up. Necron turn 5 rolls to an end. Warrior Block and Tomb Blades scoot up here and hose down 7 of the 10 Dire Avengers. The other 3 are cool with that though. They don't care. The Immortals moved up and fired on the Wave Serpent in an attempt to lay it low, but they failed to get any Gauss hits. The Lord and his warriors pulled a magnificent feat. One guy from the top of the ridge could see the Warp Spiders. So we moved up close, negated Overwatch because the guys that could see them were out of range, and then charged them. Lord killed 2, Warriors killed 2, and in a feat of unbelievable supremacy and athleticism, the Warriors caught the last Warp Spider as he tried to run. So they were wiped out. We consolidated back towards this objective, and of course the Ghost Arc's just doing his shimmy waiting for somebody to die so he can fix them up. So that is the top of 5. Eldar rebuttal coming up. Eldar turn 5 rolls to an end. There will be a turn 6. We would have had a draw if it had ended this turn. Eldar moved here to contest the 4-pointer. Box took a casualty but stood their ground, killed another guy on Overwatch, and then fought a Gong Show combat. Warriors still holding that one. Bright Lances went here from the Wraith Lord. 1 hit, 1 missed, and the one that hit rolled a 1. So no damage to the Immortals. So that is the end of turn 5. Turn 6 coming up. Necron turn 6 rolls to an end, and the Eldar are going to call it there and quit the field of battle. Combat here continued to no effect. The Warriors did move up and wreck this Wave Serpent through dint of glancing hits. So the Eldar are not holding that objective. The Warriors here spread out, fired a few desultory shots at the Wraith Lord to no effect. The Immortals peeled back and ran to hug the wall and take the 1 point there, and the Ghost Arc continued his shimmy dance back there. So at that point it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 objective points to 3 in favor of the Necrons, and the Necrons also have First Blood and Line Breaker. So after action reviews will be on the blog as always, along with army lists. Like us on Facebook and follow us there. That's the best place to see our new content as it comes out. And as always, thank you for spending time with us today at the Maelstrom.